Greetings everyone, welcome to the Chasm E3M7 of Heretic. One more level to go and I'm done with Heretic itself. I'm not touching the Serpent Rider ones, they're kinda eh. I mean heck, I mentioned this in the previous video, but I did E4M8 and it was, honestly, it played like a war of attrition. Granted it was a level skip and I was one to start. Like, I think I should have been doing this entire series, but hey, why not? Just continue from level to level. Apparently as well, the engine is auto-saving on level start. I'm keeping my arsenal. Anyways, that kind of lessens the difficulty curve. And allows me to just trudge ahead and hopefully learn from my mistake, like being face phoenixed or improperly memorizing where the were-dragon is and it pops up behind me and fireballs the back of my face. Well, let's get into the Chasm, the penultimate level of episode 3. Very wet. Guys have like 700 health or some number like that. They're definitely on the meaty side. The track is rocking. Very strange secret just for the Dragon Claw. Which I think Dragon Claw should have had more claws on it. And the way that it looks more to be a rain rather than a fist gauntlet. Handguard. This level so far, outside of the massive saber claws forming outside, it's... Was this originally supposed to be in episode 1? Or something? Because this level design is kind of standard. I mean, not level, level design and enemy placement, at least in the main areas prior to getting a yellow key, is standard. See, what tangent can I go on while I'm doing this? Oh, so in my previous earlier videos, I just do the whole YouTube ritual of doing the whole do these 3 things and all that stuff. I've settled with that I'm not going to be doing that. That's borderline begging. I mean, it is begging, depending on who you say. Most I'm gonna do is like, hey, Patreon and Discord, but I don't know how far I'm gonna be getting on with channel content. Seeing as I am gonna be disappearing for a bit to play Final Fantasy 14 and Walker when that comes out next week. And I am not gonna... I'm probably gonna show signs of life, hopefully this before December 3rd pops up. I'll have enough videos recorded so there's actual content when I'm disappeared, hopefully. I am not what was I? I'm not 100% certain that there's going to be enough videos for that, as I'm only going to reappear once I see credits. And when you look up Final Fantasy 14, you go, hey, that's a MMO. What do you mean there's credits? I mean, there is credits. There is a story that has ended in a glorious credit screen. Like, you've completed the game. It seems to be only a thing that's common with actually no, in all the JRPGs there's always a credit screen before the end stuff happens, or after the end stuff happens there's credits. It's just really strange to have that concept. Even though it's in the same genre, technically, it's an RPG made in Japan. It's very strange to have that, to see that in an MMORPG. Or an online game. Because there's some people going, oh, these worlds aren't massive enough, and there's not players populating everywhere, and it's like, yeah, when you regulate the trade and all the money economy stuff to like 5-6 cities and still carry the expectation that there's still gonna be players in other zones, instead of hanging around the trading stuff, making sure that their bank of trade supplies is gonna sell on the market board or auction house. Because there's more people doing that, as the lifespan goes on, the game loses its massive, so it's no longer considered massive. There's a couple YouTubers that I've watched that share that sentiment where, oh, this isn't a massive multiplayer RPG, because when I go into this one zone, it's just me and this one other guy murdering chocobos for their beeps. That's not the point. Okay. I mean, sure, massive did equate to player count back in the day, but you also gotta figure that the whole genre now is pretty niche. There's some people who just mix up on what's what and what's not. Like, remember talking to this one fellow online years ago who was trying to convince me that Diablo was one of the first MMOs, and it's like, no, that's a multiplayer game and it's online. It's different. It's more of a MOG, which is multiplayer online game. But in terms of old, of Meridian 56 and the Realm on, or I think it's called the Realm or Realm Online. It's not one of the first. It's the first graphical online RPG that's started out as a MUD, which multi-user dungeon or something or whatever. Which is still around, and people argue that no, Ultima was the first because Ultima. I know. There's a lot of people online who have found their anthill, or have found their hill and are willing to die on it, even though they can be taught that they are wrong. And yeah, it's... Anyways, I play a MMO that has an end credit screen, and once I see that screen, I'm gonna go back to making videos. I just want to experience the awesome story that I'm not gonna spoil, because apparently people do exist where you tell them what happens at the end of the game and they go, oh no, I'm never gonna play this again because I let someone else ruin myself having any genuine experience with it. And I hate wind. And gargoyles and liches. I don't remember this part at all, but then again, where's my flasks? No, I want to get the tome. There we go. Tome get. Anyways, long story short, I do not like people who complain about spoilers. Then again, I am the type of person who goes, ooh, what's this movie about? So I read the entire plot of the movie and go, oh, this sounds cool, so I'm gonna go watch it. And I think it's an awesome movie because I took the time to also go and watch it after reading the entire plot line from start to finish. Just to have that genuine feeling of, holy crap, I enjoyed this, I want more. I also do that with games. I was really hesitant on when Mass Effect first came out, and I didn't know if I was gonna like it or not. So I went onto the good old YouTube and I typed in Mass Effect ending. This was when Mass Effect 2 wasn't a thing. So when I typed in Mass Effect, I only had Mass Effect 1. Oh, I typed in Mass Effect endings, and I watched the ending, and oh my god, this is so cool. How does this happen? Then I bought the game and played it from start to finish. And it was by far the best thing I ever played. If in that era for sci-fi RPGs, which... Why did I... Okay, I need earn. I hate the tornado. Anyway, so that was the best RPG I played of that era when it initially came out, and I would never have touched it if I didn't go on YouTube and look up the ending of the game. Because how everyone else was describing it, trying to be vague, it was just not giving me any pull or desire to play it. Like, oh, so you're a space marine and you go. You're a space marine and you get pulled under this quest to go save the galaxy. Okay. I'll go play Doom. Or... I'll go play the shooter with all the soldiers that have blue skin because they're genetically engineered and based off a comic book, and I forget the name of the game, and I'm just being vague because I forget the name. Let's see, 6 secrets left. I am missing quite a few. Like, I've always wanted to know how stuff ends, or a nice point in the middle of the story that's really interesting. But I also want to be given to it without any context of what's going on, and it's kind of like a picky thing of mine. So please, tell me, if you want me to play something I have never heard it before, just tell me the ending of it. Tell me how it ends, and I'll gauge whether or not I might have interest in watching that or playing it, or... Wait, I have wings, right? Is that how I get there? Yep. Oh shit. Okay, so I got those secrets. One thing that bothers me is that I have 2 secrets left and I'm missing 2 enemies. Let's see, continue on with my spoiler thing here. There's been a few games I have bought. Why am I going that way? I just came that way. There have been a few games I have bought on my own. I mean, of my own volition without spoiling any part of it for me. And I went, oh, gameplay's fun. I'm going, this story sucked. There's not really that much level of enjoyment there. Where the heck could these 2 secrets be? More cowbell. Nothing here looks out of place, because I've been here already. Wait. There is. So that leaves 1 secret. And I got all the enemies now. Really? Okay, found it. Go through here. Phoenix Rod that I did not need. And exit time. The Spiral is next on my list. Oh, let's go murder him. That was the penultimate level as a Chasm. Now, by far the most interesting boss fight in all of the Doom Engine games, in my opinion. At Tech 1 boss fights, the Spiral has to be the most interesting and fun. He does have multiple phases. He's... Actually, no, I'm gonna tie him with the Entity in Strife. Because the Spiral has phases and the Entity has phases. The final entity, not the other entities that possess people. Anyways, so I'll see y'all in the next video, and cheer me on. Hopefully I can do this in one shot like I did the other ones. It's just the Spiral and his disciples that kind of put me on a little bit nervous. But yeah, let's get into it. Or no, catch you on the next video. Let's get into it is what I say at the start of videos.